Fox on Lucio, AKM on Reaper. So pretty standard, really, coming out from Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue, they're not really changing too much up here. They know what they want to do. They have no reason to really change what they did against Envy. Sure, it didn't work out against Envy, but they still gave Envy a good fight regardless. Well, not in King's Row, but in the other maps. Still, though, taking a look here at the offense coming out here from the side of Team Liquid. It's going to be Minstrel on the Lucio. ID on the offensive trade. Now, I wonder if he's going to stay there. Usually, ID would be unfair. I feel like he still might be. We'll give it a moment to settle. Dummy going to be on the Roadhog, though, to hang on Winston. AZK on 76 and Mezar on the Reinhardt. Now, again, I feel like ID is going to switch Pharah here. He's been a phenomenal Pharah. If he switches Tracer, this would be a completely new look. But there it is, Pharah coming out. We will not be fooled, Hex.
Well, I mean, the thing to look for was what Dahang was going to play. If Dahang moved to Pharah, they were or moved to Mercy, they were definitely going to switch off. If he stayed on Winston, they could have been running that very blitzy offense. They do switch off around the combo of their own. So a couple tanks here. They're not going for the enormous initiation first. It looks like it's going to be kind of standard on both sides. A little poke wars here going early on.
Yep, and this is pretty standard. This spot where ID right now is where you always see a Pharah, but Tavig, not waste any time, getting in on the defensive Pharah, takes out AZK with a beautiful long-range rocket. And just like that, the Team Liquid offense already in trouble. Now, of course, the respawn is right there. It's not that big of a deal. They'll get back into it, but they have fed Tavik and reinforce almost half of their ult bar. Really, almost everyone on the defense has that ult, and that's not a good look here for Liquid.
No, they have to reset here. They do have Resurrection up, and oddly enough, they have a huge advantage on it, about 60%.
They got that pick on the Lucio, and they're just going in. Speed boost is out. Tavik charging it through. They have to be careful not to go right to the spawn point, can still get punished for that, but man, the defensive Rogue looking just completely revitalized here. They get one pick, they go right in, and Team Liquid just having some trouble getting through this rocket spam.
Yeah, I mean, Reinforcement went down early in one of those early fights. Maybe adding in a Zarya if they struggle here still, just to get that initiation and get some actual benefit off of taking that spam. They are going to get in good position now. They're going to rotate around the building, maybe kind of. They're getting jumped.
I like how Tavik is handling this. He's going in for sweeping views, giving himself the option to dive deep in, but usually goes right back out as Unco able to take out AZK at the aid of Tavik there. And Tavik's movement has been a joy to watch. He's really been giving it to Liquid, and I gotta say, Liquid looking a little bit rough around the edges right now, as they haven't even gone past the statue yet, Hex.
Yeah, they thought they could sneak in AZK to take the top ground as Soldier, but apparently they saw him, were able to punish him as he came around, and yeah, they're just, every time they move about 5 feet past these gates, they're getting bombed on, and they're not getting any kills on offense.
Well, just as you say that, they are able to get 2 kills. They force out the res. Both teams gonna res up. They're back up to full strength, but here comes the defense coming in off the sound barrier. Justice raining from above. Tavik not able to get too much more after that. Takes out Mezar, not much else, but the defense still hanging in there on a very aggressive engage, and I'm not sure what the difference is here. Maybe Team Liquid just isn't as good as poking as Envy was, but Rogue looks far more poised and composed here on King's Row than they did against Envy just a moment ago.
I don't know
and
why.
Look at that, they knew the engage was coming in, they just gave this up. And they're gonna go back in when the sound barrier is down. This is beautiful. So they're on the way back in. They're going to contest this ID, though, for the offense. Does have Barrage at the ready. Is looking for Unco. Unco in trouble. Will go down. And here comes the Barrage from ID. Will Justice reign? Not for long. Wynn's just able to take him out. I mean, Wynn's having himself just an absolute beast of a defensive setup here, taking out 4.
Yeah, so when you're running a setup like that, you're running your combo, and that's going to be your 2, and then you're running 4 on the ground. The problem was there, the combo did end up taking out the opposing Mercy, but the 4 on the ground got absolutely annihilated. They lost that fight handily, so then eventually you're at 2v6, and that's what you get from that.
So defense right now hanging in there, and that was smart. They only lost a third from giving up that sound barrier. Worked out pretty well, and the offense of Liquid now only 39 seconds remaining here, Hex, to get anything done. Tavik and ID gonna trade out there. AZK and the reinforcement. Look at AKM. He has Death Blossom mapped already. Here comes the sound barrier. He's moving to the back line. Will he press Q? He's going in. AKM on the double kill. Will it be more? Looking for Dummy. Makes it a triple kill. And that, off the cue of AKM, could be it here for this game. Rogue's defense just looking super, super solid right now.
There's nothing really wrong with the composition or what they were trying to do there. They needed to switch the style. They were clearly losing the poke battle, couldn't take it slow. At some point, you just have to go ham and try to just, gun into it and see what happens, because clearly you're not being able to win these fights when you're going slow. Your poke is getting out poked, you're getting jumped on at some point. Just dive in, see what happens. It couldn't go worse.
Liquid right now just trying to swarm on the point, trying to keep overtime alive. Only one tracer to that though, as it is one hero limit. Tavik coming out the final barrage, takes out one, takes out two, and that is going to be a successful full hold in favor of Rogue. And now all Rogue has to do to win this map is simply capture point A.
No, but you caught it too. That was just really cool game sense. It even confused me for a moment there as they got behind the arch. They were just waiting for the initiation to come, knew that it was going to be initiation off of sound barrier, and then decided, well, I think we'd rather just fight you on even terms, not when you have shield, so we'll wait back here, we'll chill for a second. One of the few times I've seen that, just really smart play overall from that defense.
No, Rogue was able to read Team Liquid and go, okay, you guys are going to rush in on this. We know you have sound barrier. And once it comes in, we're just not going to fight you because you can only cap the point so fast.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, it was really, really good. It was good stuff coming out from Rogue, and I wish we'd see that a little bit more often. But smart stuff, good shot calling. And now we'll see if the defensive Team Liquid can do a hold in turn and force a draw here on King's Row. This is going to be AZK coming out here on the 76. ID on the Torbjorn. Vezar on Reinhardt to hang on Mercy. Minstrel on Lucio. And Dummy probably going to be on a Roadhog, although maybe he'll go Reaper, you never know.
Yeah, it's probably going to be one of the two. I don't think they're going to add a second tank into here. I guess you could run a defensive Zarya. Well, it surprises both of us. Comes up on McCree. See if you can get some damage done on that hero. They are running offensively. Yeah, it definitely. I don't think I've seen Dummy on McCree yet, so we'll see what he can get done with that. Offensively, he's going to have no Pharah in the sky to shoot at, as Unko is right now queued up as the offensive Widow. Tavik is going to be playing the offensive Genji. Nox on Lucio, wins on Zarya. Reinforce on the Winston, and Reaper is going to be played by AKM. So at this point, I mean, it's not super surprising. This is what Rogue does. They run a very offensive blitzkrieg composition here. No mercy in this. They're going to try to win it in these first two fights.
Well, three players to watch here, Reinforce and Tavik and Dahang, because what's going to happen is Tavik and Reinforce, they're going to go right to the back line, and they're going to look for that early pick on Mercy. If they get it, the blitz works out, and here they go, Lucio on the way. They're going right into the back line. They're looking for Mercy. Tavik on the prowl. Down goes Dahang, and they got their prize, Hex.
Yeah, they just walked right in, like just walked past people right now. So yeah, they took down the Mercy. You have to do that if you're running this composition. Now it's up to the rest of them to clean up. Tavik takes down AZK. That is a huge start to this fight. Mezrar is in a tough spot here.
They're getting everything they want right now, just swarming in. Torbjorn struggling for his life. Aardvark not paying off. And off of that early Mercy pick, they were just able to snowball things in their favor. And look, here comes Dahang. He's like, wait, the party is over already. Dummy with a nice headshot kill onto Tavik, but it's just too little too late here, Hex.
It's definitive Rogue style. If you haven't watched a ton of Rogue, they do this all the time. They're one of the few teams that will run this pretty consistently, the no mercy offense, where they feel like they have the best chance winning it early in the fights. If they don't get that mercy and then they get stalled out a little bit, it's brutal and they can get completely shut out, but they've been banking on it. This is a strategy they like and strategy they play. Worked out perfectly there.
Man, all these Lucio play the games. What universe are we in here today?
Did they patch it?
I don't think they changed anything in the algorithm, although maybe they did. Nox is even just like, wait a second, why am I getting play of the game here? I don't know if this should be a thing.
Yeah, that face when Lucio is even confused he got play of the game.
A lot of PogChamp spam. Well, now there will be. It was going to be Resident Sleeper, but now Reinforces did that. You know, PogChamp, Kappa Kappa 123, SM Oracle will never be slaves. Even throw on some Ming Lee, why not? Sorry, I'm just triggering Twitch chat all day right now.
I enjoyed the responses to the Warrior versus Warrior conversation earlier. A lot of Grand Tournament Resident Sleeper happening.
You brought back a lot of PTSD, man. I don't know what you're doing there.
As someone who still plays Hearthstone nearly daily, yeah, this struggle's real. Although Pirate Warrior's been fun lately. Just a little side.
All right, so we are going the Dorado for map number 2. We will not be going to Hollywood just yet, but if Team Liquid wants to win this series, they are going to need to win both Dorado and Hollywood, which might be easier said than done against this Rogue team, a Rogue team that looked far stronger a moment ago than they did against Envy in the series preceding.
Yeah, it does. They look like a whole different team. So it's just level of competition, really. I didn't like Liquid's tentative nature on the offense there. I felt like after the first couple pushes where you're clearly getting outpoked and then you're getting bombed on, you're losing people early, that you just, at some point, you count 3, 2, 1, and everyone go. Everyone go. We'll see what happens. We're losing here. We're losing the battle of attrition just so handily that we can't do it anymore. They never made an adjustment there. They pushed the same way 4 different times, got punished for it every single time, and then we're just no competition for that very, very merciless blitzkrieg offense from Rogue.
Indeed. Well, we're getting right back into it. By the way, Fishsticks, I see what you're doing there, throwing in your own Twitch emote. What are you doing, Fishsticks? Are you trying to make that catch on? By the way, the Twitch cops are here. Everyone run. Either way, though, we're getting into the next map. The Overwatch Beat Invitational moves forward. Rogue versus Liquid. And Rogue, by the way, opting to defend again, saying happy birthday admin, so the admin does not have to swap them. Good guys there in Rogue.
Well, I mean, just a quick shout out to our admins. This tournament's run like clockwork. I've been very impressed with the organizers and admins, so thank you guys. Just as a very small aside. Now, getting into the actual game, it's going to be on defense. Rogue is going to start out first on that D, and yeah, no Junkrat. I think Tavik, we know he plays a phenomenal Junkrat, just been really favoring the Pharah play lately. We are in that Pharah meta. I guess damage boosted rockets are that good. He will be playing Pharah on this defense. He'll be joined by his friend Unko. Reinforced will play the Reinhardt. Wins is going to play the defensive Roadhog. We've seen so much on this map. Nox will play Lucio. AKM will play Reaper.
Pretty standard defense coming out here from the side Rogue, though I do miss the days when we saw Tavik on the Junkrat. I thought he was incredibly good at it, but you know what? His Pharah is pretty darn good too. Meanwhile, looking at the offense coming out from the side of Liquid, it's going to be ID here on the Pharah, Dummy on Roadhog, Minstrel on Zarya, Dehang on the Mercy, AZK on Tracer, and Mezar going to be on the Reinhardt.
Alright, so I was thinking we might see Hanzo on the offense, but that does not seem to be the case. They don't seem to have someone to want to run it. It's going to be interesting to see what Dummy can get done on this Roadhog, and really, I want to see what AZK can do in the back lines. It's going to be a lot on him.
I will not waste this opportunity.
ID already going right in, poking defense back, and this is where in Dorado you usually see the offense and defense dance a little bit to begin with. They don't always go for a quick fight. Often this is probably the one map where you'll almost never see a blitz offense come out, barring some sort of just absolutely crazy situation. So Liquid taking their time, the defense hanging up back in the courtyard. The real fight about to begin. So we see ID getting in over the top right now, looking for Tavik. Tavik and ID poking out. Either side gonna go down. The defense actually giving up a lot of ground right now.
Yeah, Dummy got a little aggressive early on, just past the cart, got taken out. So did the Zarya, but she had shield to not get punished too bad by it. So they're getting this a little bit past the arch. Minstrel gets hooked, but he's fine. He has a shield too. Really, they're getting so much push here just from their 2 tanks. Nothing else is really helping them out. There's rocket spamming and getting it past the arch.
They got past the archway, but then they've just sort of hit this brick wall powered by Rogue. Wins and Tavik, really just stopping them from getting forward. They have to look for a pickoff, and oh no, AZK just getting domed by that rocket to start things out. Dummy, though, in turn, able to take out AKM, so 5v5. Not the worst response coming out here from the side of Liquid.
Yeah, they really wanted
coming in over the top.
They really wanted AZK to get back and get this pulse bomb now. I mean, that's why you're running the Tracer here.
The barrage coming in early here from Tavik, takes out ID, gets the back, sends a rocket right to Dehang's backside. 2 quick kills here for the defense, and they are moving forward. Dummy gonna get knocked all the way back, and Liquid just gonna have to reset here. And the one thing that's really dangerous for teams now is that you only have 4 minutes to get to this first Dorado point. It's even less time than before, and we used to see full holds all the time at 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel about that sound barrier late, though. It seemed a little excessive and unneeded. Really what they need is AZK's on this Tracer so that he can pulse bomb the Mercy. They know they're not running a Symmetra. Their only revive mechanic is this Mercy. He needs to get to the back line and put some pressure on him, but he's just been unable to get there so far.
Defense right now rushing right into the offense, not giving them any quarter. Tavik on the AZK. And AKM just saying, you know what, I don't even need the Death Blossom here. I'm going to back up. And ID taking a rocket to the face to V coming in and forcing that look at AKM. He's in perfect position here on Death Blossom. He's going to get right to the back line. He's looking for it. Zarya, though, going to force him back just for a moment. And now he just wants to get in the tanks.
EZK went for it. That was that last kill that Tavik got on him. He went for it. He triple blinked in. He was going for that Mercy. On his screen, he might have even hit Q. That's how close he was. Got deleted by a damage boost rocket. He's still looking for that pulse bomb. That is the basis of this strategy. Is the only reason you're running Tracer right now. She's not doing damage otherwise. She did enough damage to get the pulse bomb. Now they're just waiting to get the pick onto the Mercy. The problem is that Rogue knows that's exactly what they're going after.
Well, only 1 minute here remaining for the side of Liquid. If they're going to do anything here, it's going to be off of this Graviton from Minstrel. He's looking for it. Here comes the Graviton. ID coming in over the top. Not able to barrage just yet. Doesn't feel confident in it. And here comes AKM going to the back line, going to get hooked instead. Not able to get value off the Death Blossom, but still manages to kill Dummy anyways as Rogue picks up 2 kills. And they're slowly dealing with this Team Liquid offense.
Yeah, they have one good push left. Good for them. They're going to have Resurrection up, at least it's always up, but they also have a lot of huge other ultimates. They're going to have Earthshatter, they're going to have Barrage, they will likely have Whole Hog. They need to hit all of them perfectly. 20 seconds left to finish out this courtyard.
Well, we'll see what they do with the time remaining here. ID still has the barrage at the ready. Wasn't able to use it in the last fight because of the threat to Veek. I think he's just going to have to take a risk, but no, AKM chases him down, takes him out. And now AKM in a great position, just drops down to the back line. Here he goes, Death Blossom on the way. AKM cleaning up with the quad kill, ending the game with authority. As now Rogue, by the way, they don't even have to push this to the first checkpoint. They just need to push it to where the cart was at the end. So for them, Rogue really does not have to go very far here, Hex.
Yeah, I mean, easiest Death Blossom of my life right there. It's just everyone's on the ground. It doesn't get any sweeter than that for Reaper. He's just sweeping the streets and cleans it up, AKM. And yeah, I mean, this Rogue team looks pretty good right now. I mean, Liquid's getting beaten handily. This is not what you expect out of this team, especially since Rogue's playing at the ping disadvantage. They look out of sorts. Again, I remain just confused and baffled by this Liquid team. I have no idea who's going to show up when. They've taken maps off of the top teams, but now they're getting crushed. They're getting absolutely crushed by Rogue right now. And if Rogue comes in, it's a best of 3. This is the lower bracket already. If Rogue takes this first point, then Liquid just got kind of embarrassed out of the tournament.
You know, normally you're not supposed to bring the camera this high, guys, but you know what? I broke the rules. I went in through the water, went over the top, and I gotta say, actually, this overhead view is actually kind of neat. I've never gotten this, like the super high sky cam, but you can see defense, of course, running forward here for the side of Liquid. A defense that's going to have to hold very far up, because look at where it is. As my camera gets stuck, but this is not a very easy point to defend. It's hard enough defending deeper in the courtyard, but this is going to be rough for Liquid, but looking at their defense, it's going to be Mezar on the Reinhardt, AZK on the Reaper, Dummy on Roadhog, Dahang on Mercy, Minstrel on the Zarya, and ID going to be on the Pharah, so might be mission impossible here for the side Team Liquid X.
Yeah, I mean, Dummy's going to have to watch these stairs and get anyone through there. They need to focus their defense on the arch. Offensively, they're going to be running their own Roadhog. That's going to be reinforced. Unco on Mercy. Wins is going to flex on the Zarya. AKM will reprise his role as Reaper. Knocks on Lucio Tibet on to the Pharah. Yeah, they have to hold like in front of this arch right now. That's where they're holding.
They have to be way more aggressive on their offense, but that's going to make things way harder. ID looking for the pick on the Unco, but here comes Tavik, already out for blood in this very fair matchup. Lands one rocket, lands another, down goes ID. Very important pick here for the side of Rogue as they're just moving forward. 2 kills to their name. About to be 3 is Tavik just landing rocket after rocket over the top. Down goes Mezar. And Hex, Rogue might have this very early. Rez does come out here from the defense. Dahang was able to build it up, but still all the momentum in the world with Rogue right now. AKM about to get a Death Blossom.
Yeah, Liquid has yet to register a kill here. It is only Mez up. He does get hit a big Earthshatter, but he's cleaned up immediately. And yeah, they just got 7-0 there on the kill feed, and that's it. Liquid's out of the tournament.
That was fast. Rogue definitely showing dominance. Certainly stronger than I was expecting going in. I thought Liquid would put up more of a fight, but I don't know if it's that Rogue just needed to be woken up a little bit after their game versus Envy, or perhaps just the fact that you look at the side of Liquid and maybe they're not playing up to their potential right now. But either way, Rogue taking things in a very definitive fashion.
I expected a lot more out of Liquid. I mean, look, if they get 2-0, that's fine. That happens against teams, especially a team the caliber of Rogue. Though the manner in which they lost has to be disappointing for them.